We're going to begin here with this. Crime ravaging Chicago over the weekend. 5 dead, 25 hurt, and a zero-tolerance policy from the White House. President Trump sending 400 National Guard troops from Texas to Illinois. The media in an uproar over it, right on cue, of course. But the administration today shutting all that down.
You guys are framing this like the president wants to take over the American cities with the military. The president wants to help these local leaders who have been completely ineffective in securing their own cities. And we have already seen there's a positive formula for that. Look at Washington, D.C. The murder rate has declined significantly. Our streets are safer. People who live here feel safer. All of you in this room, I know you do, you just won't admit it. And it's a proven system that works, and the president wants to make America's cities safe again. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Safety not a selling point to local officials in Illinois. They much prefer the fever dream of The Handmaid's Tale, the takeover of the authoritarian government, much more than the safety of Chicagoans.
Donald Trump is using our service members as political props and as pawns in his illegal effort to militarize our nation's cities. Donald Trump's deranged depiction of Chicago as a hellhole, a war zone, and the worst and most dangerous city in the world was just complete BS.
I'll tell you exactly what is BS, the way things are working with law enforcement in Chicago. Take a look at this and what's going on with the chain of command in Chicago. Sources confirming to Fox News that Chicago police officers were instructed by their chief of patrol to not respond to ICE agents after they asked for help with a swarm of protesters. Now, this dispatch screenshot accompanied this audio.
And again, per the chief of patrol, we have all the units that per 999, chief of patrol said all units clear out from there. We're not sending anybody over to that location.
I know you just heard that with your own ears, but the Chicago Police Department is saying it's all misinformation.
There was something that was put out there that there was an internal message that came from the chief of patrol. That is absolutely not true. There is no internal message. There was a phone conversation. I'm not sure until we get to our after action, all of the exact language that was there. But I have had a conversation with the chief of patrol who was concerned about officers showing up on the scene. Our officers were not told to stand down. Our officers were out there throughout the entire event.
That's not the truth, according to some officers. Quote, 2 longtime ranking Chicago police sources sharply rejected the department's assertion that officers responded to calls for help from ICE agents who were rammed and surrounded by protesters on Saturday, telling Fox News the official statement is, in their words, cover their ass BS. Meantime, the effort to block Trump's National Guard already taking root in Portland thanks to a ruling from a federal judge. It's a city Trump says is in desperate need of help.
Portland is burning to the ground. You have agitators, insurrectionists. The governor, the mayor, the politicians are petrified for their lives.
Mr. President,
and you have a judge like that, that judge ought to be ashamed of himself.
The move by that judge slammed as well by Stephen Miller. He wrote this on X. There is no legal distinction between a state volunteering guardsman to guard the border and volunteering guardsmen to guard a federal immigration facility. Either we have a federal government, a supremacy clause, and a nation, or we don't.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.